My 2020 vision for India is to transform it into a developed nation. That cannot be abstract, it is a lifeline. It's when children are 15, 16 or 17 that they decide whether they want to be a doctor, an engineer, a politician or go to the Mars or Moon. That is the time they start having a dream, and that's the time you can work on them. You can help them shape their dreams. Regarding marriage, somehow, it didn't happen. One fellow in such a big family not getting married is not an issue. What is politics? Political system is equal to development politics plus political politics. While children are struggling to be unique, the world around them is trying all means to make them look like everybody else. One of the more difficult tasks for me as president was to decide on the issue of confirming capital punishment awarded by courts. To my surprise, almost all cases which were pending had a social and economic bias. Rameswaram has, since antiquity, been an important pilgrimage destination. We must think and act like a nation of 1 billion people and not like that of 1 million people. Dream, dream, dream. For me, there is no such thing as a negative experience. When we tackle obstacles, we find hidden reserves of courage and resilience we did not know we had. And it is only when we are faced with failure do we realize that these resources were always there within us. We only need to find them and move on with our lives. Great teachers emanate out of knowledge, passion and compassion. In India we only read about death, sickness, terrorism, crime. No religion has mandated killing others as a requirement for its sustenance or promotion. Where do the evils like corruption arise from? It comes from the never-ending greed. The fight for corruption-free ethical society will have to be fought against this greed and replace it with what can I give spirit. In a democracy, the well-being, individuality and happiness of every citizen is important for the overall prosperity, peace and happiness of the nation. Those who cannot work with their hearts achieve but a hollow, half-hearted success that breeds bitterness all around. I firmly believe that unless one has tasted the bitter pill of failure, one cannot aspire enough for success. I firmly believe that unless one has tasted the bitter pill of failure, one cannot aspire enough for success. A teacher should have a creative mind. Be more dedicated to making solid achievements than in running after swift but synthetic happiness. Educationists should build the capacities of the spirit of inquiry, creativity, entrepreneurial and moral leadership among students and become their role model. For me, there are two types of people, the young and the experienced. Building capacity dissolves differences. It irons out inequalities. We will be remembered only if we give to our younger generation a prosperous and safe India, resulting out of economic prosperity coupled with civilizational heritage. Why are we, as a nation, so obsessed with foreign things? Is it a legacy of our colonial years? We want foreign television sets. We want foreign shirts. We want foreign technology. Why this obsession with everything imported? Widespread use of antibiotics promotes the spread of antibiotic resistance. Smart use of antibiotics is the key to controlling its spread. There are a number of women who have brought about immense change in society. As a child of God, I am greater than anything that can happen to me. My message, especially to young people, is to have courage to think differently, courage to invent, to travel the unexplored path, courage to discover the impossible and to conquer the problems and succeed. These are great qualities that they must work towards. This is my message to the young people. The bird is powered by its own life and by its motivation. Great dreams of great dreamers are always transcended. Let me define a leader. He must have vision and passion and not be afraid of any problem. Instead, he should know how to defeat it. Most importantly, he must work with integrity. Unless India stands up to the world, no one will respect us. In this world, fear has no place. Only strength respects strength. War is never a lasting solution for any problem. To become unique, the challenge is to fight the hardest battle which anyone can imagine until you reach your destination. You see, God helps only people who work hard. That principle is very clear. Writing is my love. If you love something, you find a lot of time. I write for 2 hours a day, usually starting at midnight. At times, I start at 11. Almost half of the population of the world lives in rural regions and mostly in a state of poverty. Such inequalities in human development have been one of the primary reasons for unrest and, in some parts of the world, even violence. The youth need to be enabled to become job generators from job seekers. Do we not realize that self-respect comes with self-reliance? Ultimately, education in its real sense is the pursuit of truth. It is an endless journey through knowledge and enlightenment. If we are not free, no one will respect us. I was willing to accept what I couldn't change. Creativity is the key to success in the future, and primary education is where teachers can bring creativity in children at that level. No sanction can stand against ignited minds. One of the very important characteristics of a student is to question. Let the students ask questions. Where there is righteousness in the heart, there is harmony in the house. When there is harmony in the house, there is order in the nation. When there is order in the nation, there is peace in the world. Poetry comes from the highest happiness or the deepest sorrow. Look at the sky. We are not alone. The whole universe is friendly to us and conspires only to give the best to those who dream and work. Small aim is a crime, have great aim. If 4 things are followed, having a great aim, acquiring knowledge, hard work, and perseverance, then anything can be achieved. If you want to shine like a sun, first burn like a sun. Teaching is a very noble profession that shapes the character, caliber, and future of an individual. If the people remember me as a good teacher, that will be the biggest honor for me. You have to dream before your dreams can come true. Let us sacrifice our today so that our children can have a better tomorrow. Never stop fighting until you arrive at your destined place, that is, the unique you. Have a name in life, continuously acquire knowledge, work hard, and have perseverance to realize the great life. We should not give up and we should not allow the problem to defeat us. Science is a beautiful gift to humanity, we should not distort it. Man needs his difficulties because they are necessary to enjoy success. Where there is righteousness in the heart, there is beauty in the character. When there is beauty in the character, there is harmony in the home. When there is harmony in the home, there is order in the nation. When there is order in the nation, there is peace in the world. Life is a difficult game. You can win it only by retaining your birthright to be a person. To succeed in your mission, you must have single-minded devotion to your goal. Excellence is a continuous process and not an accident. God, our Creator, has stored within our minds and personalities great potential strength and ability. Prayer helps us tap and develop these powers. If a country is to be corruption-free and become a nation of beautiful minds, I strongly feel there are 3 key societal members who can make a difference. They are the father, the mother and the teacher. The purpose of education is to make good human beings with skill and expertise. Enlightened human beings can be created by teachers. My message, especially to young people, is to have courage to think differently, courage to invent, to travel the unexplored path, courage to discover the impossible and to conquer the problems and succeed. These are great qualities that they must work towards. This is my message to the young people. Climbing to the top demands strength, whether it is to the top of Mount Everest or to the top of your career.